Okay. Perfect. I know I haven't uploaded a video in quite a while. In fact, I think the last time I uploaded a video was back in September 11th, around there. Um, but I'm back. It's good seeing my one viewer. If not future me, probably seeing a lot of people or people looking back at this video. This is just, I guess, a message for me. Future me, at least. Um, Today is, well, technically October 16th, but yeah, today was October 15th. Man, a lot has happened within the past few months. Um, Last month, I don't even know how to describe it, man. I did been doing a lot of stuff lately. We are freaking, I think like 1.5K with a prop firm right now. Funded live account. And yeah, I started a series on TikTok, building my way to afford a McLaren 600 LT. I think last time I made a video, I said I had like a crush on this girl. Her name was Amoy. Um, After that, I started talking to this other girl. Her name was Mia. But I don't think it's working out. It's been like a month that I've like talked to her and whatnot. And I guess this is also kind of a message, just I guess for me, of course, but also for other people who are listening. Um, if you are trying to live a life in purity and under the will of God, that if there's any given moment where temptation enters a room, I'll use my situation as an example. Mia is this very pretty girl, amazing body, amazing ambitions, goals, and whatnot. But there were a lot of problems that I picked up. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that since that's, her personal business. And that's kind of not my, you know, room or area for me to share. Water break. I want to see, probably like, I'll just hold it like this. So yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, it's really bothering me. My face isn't showing, and it feels like I'm like looking at something else. Hang on. Okay, better. So with my first relationship ever, not my first relationship ever, more like my third relationship, I had a problem of lust, a sexual desire for lust. At first, it was also the first girl I've ever kissed, and that feeling for me was a bit different. And I mean, after that, I want to say a month in, I decided to give in and do the deed. And till this day, I do regret it. I think because of lust, it destroyed what could have potentially been love and whatnot. And just simply because I ended up doing that, it also, well, going into that relationship, I did have a terrible addiction. I had a pornography and masturbation addiction, and it never really got resolved. It was super tough for me to overcome. I want to say it took me probably like 6 months prior to her cheating on me, for me to finally overcome that. And I mean, it just put me in a terrible state of mind. It wasn't good for me at all. It destroyed my self-esteem, and the addiction became really strong back in like last year, simply because at that time I was struggling financially, and I didn't do alcohol, I didn't do drugs, I didn't do anything to get me dopamine. My only sense of dopamine was masturbation and pornography for like a quick dopamine hit, quick dopamine release. And doing so, it put me in a terrible mental spot. It gave me an unrealistic idea of how a woman should look and whatnot, and it completely plagued my mind. My mind wasn't focused. I caught myself glancing at girls and whatnot, and just, I wasn't appreciating what I had in front of me at that time. And fast forward to now, with Mia, I'm trying to take it slow with this girl. She's the second girl I've ever kissed, and I typically don't kiss girls when I'm not dating them. In fact, I don't even kiss girls at all. And she went in for a kiss, and it made me feel a certain way, and I wanted to get to know this girl a little more. I wanted to be genuine with this girl, and I did. I tried my best to respect her, and I tried my best to just give her genuine trust, attention, and love, and not build something based off of lust, since that's how my previous relationship failed. I learned a lot, and from that, I could have been a freaking arrogant person and not learned anything at all from my previous relationship. But no, I definitely saw the patterns coming back, and I picked up on them real quick. And I told her too, I was like, hey, because she really wanted to have sex with me, and I didn't want to. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I just wanted to cuddle, cook, or not cook, eat food, and just do activities, right? Have pure, genuine love and whatnot. None of this lust stuff. Because although, a little scratchy scratch may, satisfy me for the second or the moment, but through the long term, it's not going to cure that spot. You get what I'm saying? If I were to give in and whatnot, it wouldn't make me feel any better. I would probably end up going back into that lustful loop. And, especially since I've been getting super close to God and whatnot, I understand that this is God's way to see if I would fall for temptation, and kind of his way of testing me if I'm ready for real or genuine love. And recently, these past 2 days, she hasn't replied to me at all. And I think the last message I told her was, no, I just want to genuinely cuddle. I don't want anything other than that. That's not what I'm interested in. I try my best to respect her, but life works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. I'm not, resentful for it. I don't hate her. Most of all, I don't resent God at all. If anything, I'm grateful for God he put me in a situation where I was at least able to experience what it was like liking somebody again, because it's been a while. And it also made me realize of what it is that I want in life, right? I don't want somebody with, said problems. I also don't want somebody that's, in it for lust, since it's been like that for these couple of girls that I've been seeing. They've been wanting one thing and one thing only. It's lust. They've been wanting to have sex with me, but I haven't been giving in, simply because, like I said, I'm saving myself for the right one. And, I think I also want to try and conserve as much energy as possible. I'm a person that is trying to make it in freaking life, right? I have goals, I have aspirations, I can't get distracted. And I guess let this be a lesson to you guys that, if you're ever in a situation like me, and life is feeling like, it's pressured, don't confuse that with, oh, I should give in, because this person is allowing me to do it. No, don't give in, stand firm with your morals, stand firm with your your responses, and just who you are overall. And eventually God will reward you. I understand, right now that, yeah, it sucks, don't get me wrong, because I gave this girl genuine freaking love, genuine respect, where other people, they might have taken advantage of the fact that, she's this way. I didn't. You know, I kept it as respectful as possible. I basically treated her the way I wanted somebody to treat my siblings, my sisters per se. So, I mean, that's how I did it. I was respectful. I respected her time. I respected her character and whatnot, and I tried my best to not degrade her in any shape or form. So, where does that put us for right now? It sucks, yes, but I know that this is just a temporary uh, setback. Um, I'm I'm okay with being alone, with practicing more so my solitude. I think I don't know if I mentioned it in a video previously, but you know, it does suck because I mean, you're alone, right? You got to try and figure stuff out. But that also means to the pros, like the pros of this is I get, more money for me. I get to treat myself in other ways, shapes, or forms. And I know that God has somebody out there for me. I just have to be patient. And that's about it. And the truth is, I mean, I really shouldn't be focused on trying to, look for a person. I know that eventually the right one will come. Um, I just need to focus on my goals and my aspirations because that's my real girlfriends are my freaking sisters and my mom, right? Those are my real girlfriends for me. I want to make it so freaking big, make it so well in life that I'm able to treat them the way I would want to treat my partner, you know? So I'm okay with being single. I'm okay with being lonely because at the end of the day, all I have is God. And if all I have is God, then I have all I need. So with that being said, for you boys and girls, if you're in a situation as such, you're okay. You'll be okay. You'll come on top. No need to play no petty games and whatnot. You know, pray for the person and just hope the best for them, right? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you'd want them to do the same for you, right? Treat others the way you want to be treated. So, with that being said, I mean, yeah, life is pretty awesome regardless. Uh, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but we are on our live account and we have made 1.5K so far with these past 3 days. So, not two or 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. These past 4 days. 3 days is like what I have on TikTok. 4 days is the reality, the truth. So, not too bad for 4 days. Uh, and yeah, take this with a hint of salt, a grain of wheat, and yeah, I mean, apply it to your life. Life is about enjoying and whatnot, but not overdosing. So, just I guess also a self note for me. I'm actually glad that I was firm with my answer, firm with myself, that I caught myself before I actually made the mistake. Because like I said, temptation is it can be so hard, especially if you don't have self control or self discipline. And when it's easiest to say yes, you say no, right? Sometimes in life, it is a discipline for it, right? Discipline is basically choosing what you want the most versus what you want now, right? So, with that being said, have discipline in your life and choose what you want the most over what you want now because it'll pay off. It'll be worth it. And yeah, I mean, I like this girl and whatnot, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I am totally okay with that. It sucks, but it's okay. We still got goals. July, might as well, since it's been a freaking month, might as well tell you what the plan is. I wrote this like on the 9th of October, mainly for phase one. Right now, we're just building up our funds from day trading and slowly transferring that into its excuse me, into our own live account and whatnot. And From there, we're going to allocate that cash into another business that we will start, promoting and whatnot. And hopefully, which it will happen, not even hopefully, it will happen around July-ish, somewhere in July, August, we're going to move to freaking Miami, bro. We're going to move to Miami. We're going to fly back here to Charlotte because around like September 5th or 14th, one of those days, we're going to fly back to Charlotte. We're going to enter the freaking McLaren shop that we went to, or that I went to. I took a photo of a McLaren, like it was September 5th, 765 LT. We're going to enter that shop. We're going to freaking buy that McLaren, bro. Mark my words. So yeah, I mean, that's the plan as of for the rest of this month. My only plan is just building enough capital to fund my own live account and whatnot, and hopefully do 5 prop firms in one time. Since, it's a lot easier to do 1 to 2 prop firms and not do 5. I know it's weird because it's just weird, but yeah, that's today's video. I will do my best. I will upload a video tomorrow talking about our day and whatnot and just new things we learned. So I guess this is kind of like a fast thrown up video for you of, how I've been and whatnot and what I've been up to. It's just mainly I've been day trading and whatnot. And yeah, I am currently at 148 followers on my TikTok. The goal for this month is to hit 200. So yeah, I believe it's possible. I had like original like 120 at the start of the month, and now we're like at 148. That's like 30 freaking more, or that's not even right math. That's about 30, right? 28 followers. Like we're at 120, 28 followers increase. So, and it's only like 1/3 of the month, about 1/3. No, half the month now. Yeah, half the month now. So I believe we can do it. We just need to be consistent like everything else in life, and it'll eventually pay off. So yeah, I mean, that was just today's video. And yeah, God bless you. Keep on chasing your dreams and aspirations. I believe in you, and God does as well.